Tourism is one of the biggest industries in the Bahamas, bringing in foreign exchange, creating jobs, and helping the country grow. But while tourism has many benefits, it also comes with some challenges, like rising land prices, environmental issues, and foreign-owned businesses taking a large share of the profits. Some places naturally attract large numbers of visitors. These are called honeypots, popular locations that draw tourists because of their history, natural beauty, or exciting activities. However, not all tourism is the same. Ecotourism focuses on protecting the environment while making sure tourism benefits local communities and remains sustainable for the future. Tourism brings many benefits. It generates foreign exchange, creates jobs in hotels, restaurants, and tour companies, and improves infrastructure by funding better roads, airports, and public services. It also increases global exposure, making the Bahamas a well-known travel destination. However, there are also drawbacks. Many hotels and resorts are owned by foreign investors, meaning much of the profit leaves the country. Land prices rise, making housing less affordable for locals. Tourism can also create pollution and damage natural environments. Additionally, the government sometimes focuses too much on tourism, which can lead to other sectors like healthcare and education being neglected. Not all tourists visit for the same reasons. Stopover tourists stay at least 24 hours before leaving, usually booking hotels and spending money in restaurants and shops. Cruise tourists, on the other hand, arrive on cruise ships but sleep on board instead of in hotels. While they do spend some money on shore, it's usually much less than stopover tourists. Some cruise companies also take commissions from local businesses, which reduces the amount of money staying in the local economy. Then there are transit tourists, who are just passing through the Bahamas on their way to another destination, and day tourists, who stay for less than 24 hours before leaving. Some of the busiest tourist spots include Cable Beach, Paradise Island, and downtown Nassau in New Providence. Grand Bahama is also a popular destination, especially in Freeport. Other major tourist hubs include the Family Islands, such as Eleuthera, Abaco, and Bimini. The Bahamas isn't just known for tourism, it's also a major financial center. Thanks to tax-friendly policies, strict banking laws, and a stable economy, the Bahamas has become one of the top locations for offshore banking. Tax avoidance is the legal process of using loopholes to pay less tax. In contrast, tax evasion is illegal and involves hiding money to avoid paying taxes. A parent company is a business that owns and controls another company, while a subsidiary bank is a foreign-owned bank that operates in another country. Money laundering refers to the process of hiding illegally obtained money so it appears legal. Exchange control is when the government places restrictions on how currency moves between countries. Offshore banking is one of the biggest financial services in the Bahamas. This allows foreigners to deposit money without being taxed or subject to currency restrictions. There are also other financial services such as international business companies, IBCs, which help manage investments like hedge funds, offshore trusts, which allow people to hold and manage money without direct control, captive insurance, where companies insure their own risks instead of relying on traditional insurers, ship registrations, which allow ship owners to register in the Bahamas to avoid high fees and strict regulations. Several factors have contributed to the country's strong banking industry. The Bahamas is a tax haven, meaning there is no income tax or capital gains tax. Banking secrecy laws protect client information, making it an attractive place for offshore accounts. The country's location near the United States and Latin America also makes it a convenient financial center. Additionally, its stable political and economic environment makes it a safe place for investment. There are different types of banks in the Bahamas. Commercial banks offer regular banking services for individuals and businesses. Merchant banks focus on financial services for businesses, while investment banks specialize in helping people and companies grow their wealth through investment opportunities. With over 30 inhabited islands, moving people and goods across the Bahamas comes with unique challenges. Many islands have small populations, but they still need access to transportation, roads, and ports. Since Nassau is the central hub, inter-island travel can be difficult, as direct routes between islands are often unavailable. Subsidies are financial support from the government to keep transport services affordable. Infrastructure refers to the roads, airports, and ports that make transportation possible. Freight is the cargo being transported, and perishable goods are products like food that spoil quickly and need fast transport. Air freight is the fastest way to transport goods and passengers, but it's also the most expensive and comes with strict regulations. Ocean freight is more affordable and can carry larger shipments, but it's much slower and prone to delays. On land, road transport is the most flexible and cost-effective option, especially for short distances. However, traffic congestion, accidents, and bad weather can cause disruptions. Rail transport, while not common in the Bahamas, is often used in larger countries because it's more environmentally friendly and can carry large amounts of goods at once. Because the Bahamas consists of many scattered islands, transportation is more complicated than in most countries. Each island needs its own roads, ports, and sometimes even airports. Some islands have fewer than 30 residents, but they still need access to essential services. Flooding is another challenge. Many roads, bridges, and causeways are prone to damage from storms and high waves. The country's limestone rock base also makes roads more vulnerable to potholes. To keep transportation services running, the government subsidizes essential services like mailboats and Bahamas Air flights, ensuring that even the most remote islands remain connected. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos to learn more.